Hello today we're going to have a game of Evening Star on the Amstrad CPC. Now this game is very similar to Southern Belle. I just want to see if there was any difference, but I don't think there is. So this game came out 2 years later. I think it also came out on the Commodore 64, BBC Micro and ZX Spectrum. I think also on the Amstrad PCW. I think the other game did as well as the Acorn Electron. Okay, now I thought it was an okay game, Southern Belle, but it's certainly something I doubt if I would get into. Right, it's gone into demo mode, so we've got to push X for menu, and it's a really difficult game. Well, Southern Belle was. This is going to be exact. I just got a feeling it's going to be exactly the same, but with different stations. I think we're more in the south country of England now, so we're down south. So being like, it's just not the London to Brighton run. This is more down south. Right. So what we're going to do? We're just going to go to training run. We're just going to have control of the regulator, cut off, and brake. Because I don't want to overcomplicate things, because I thought it was a difficult game to play. Well, Southern Belle was. This is going to be the same, I reckon. So we're departing from Bath. Right, okay. So I'm not familiar with any of these stations, because, well, I'm not from the West Country. I have been to the West Country, but not by train. Well, I have. Yes, I have. Went from London to Weymouth, was it Portland? Weymouth to Portland by train, but I'm not familiar with any of the stations. But there you go. Yeah, it's really rare that I've been to the South Country, but I have been there, but not familiar with the stations. Right. So driver hits always open the blower. Right. Okay. So the last stop is Evercreech Junction. Right. Wherever that is. Okay. So we're at Bath. Actually been to Bath. Not by train. Right. Okay. So we've got to put the R regulator up a bit. Then we have to do the cut-off. Right. Ease the cut-off. Whatever the cut-off is, I do not know. I don't know anything about driving steam trains. So are we going to be going? So we're not going. Why not? Have I got the regulator up too high? Right, I have to probably bring down... But the cut off, maybe you have to push Control and C, or Control. If you want to increase it, you just push the key. If you want to decrease it, you push Control, hold down Control and the key, respectively. So the regulator is R, the cut off is C, and the vacuum brake is V. So we're off. So now we can increase the regulator, which I'm guessing is the accelerator. So we should be going full power now. Now if you want to accelerate the time, because I think if you push, is it spacebar or enter? No, I don't know. Oh, hang on, I should be looking at the position of train is P. T display timetable. Right, so that's where the clock, where you have to arrive at that specific times. But we ain't going to do that because it's difficult. You've got to have a few practice runs, or until you get good at this game, mastering the controls. So yeah, once again, like Southern Belle, it's very slow. So let's push A. So that will accelerate the time. It says Toggle between signal and right. G. Devonshire Tunnel. Yeah, it's using the same game engine as well as using the same steam engine. Yeah, it's still very slow. So we're going through the tunnel there. Coombe Down Tunnel. Right. Yeah, I'm not familiar with these stations whatsoever. Right. Yeah, well, this is a big tunnel. Right. So you can even, it's got gradients of hills, so I suppose you've got to do different things with the train to compensate for that. I don't know, as I said, I don't know how to drive a steam train, so... I mean, once again, it is exactly the same game as Southern Belle, just set for different stations. That's all. You're just in the South Country instead of going from London to Brighton. That's the only real difference, and you're obviously going to get different graphics with different tunnels and stuff. You know what's down in the South Country for the time. I'm guessing, you know, you're driving a steam train, so this would have been based in the 1930s, possibly. I don't know. So we'll just let the train just get to the final station, I think, and see if we can actually stop the train. I think it would have made it more fun for kids, because I can't imagine this being much fun for kids back in the day. I don't think I would have had any fun playing this game as a kid. You know, trying to get the train going, you know. I think what would have made it a little bit more fun if you had an option, maybe to use, if you push forward on a control, like a joystick, you can make the train go and pull back, make the train go slower, and try and stop at the stations, just for kids, you know. I think that would have made it a little bit more fun for kids to play. You know, more the adults could, you know, do the simulator part. Yeah, I think that would have made more fun, like energy. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be stopping at these stations. Right. Let's have a look at the timetable. Hewson. Right, okay. So it's still on accelerated time. Yeah, but the problem is it's just so slow. Masbury. Right. Windsor Hill Tunnel. I mean, if you like steam trains and train simulations, it might be the game for you to give a try. You know, see if you can master it. I mean, someone has to have a know about trains, to, you know, to try and represent driving a steam train when they've done this game. So someone had to do their research into it. Yeah, as I said, it'll probably appeal to steam train enthusiasts, this game, perhaps. I mean, unless you've driven a steam train already. I mean, back then, this is probably as realistic as you get. I mean, to driving a steam train, I think, oh shit, oh dear, what did I do? Run complete. I forgot to stop. I was waffling away, I forgot to fucking stop. Push A. It was a run complete, so it stops automatically. Well, this video ain't going to last as long as Southern Belle did. There you go. So I basically started the train and it done the rest. Oh, not much of a review, but you just get to see how it plays. It is quite difficult to drive the train. You've got to have a lot of practice to drive the train, and you've got to stop the train at the stations. You have to at the certain times. Yeah, I think that would have been a lot of work for a kid to master. I mean, you might have mastered it, but if I was a kid, I wouldn't have the patience to play this game. Really wouldn't, because it would be just difficult enough just to get the train to fucking go. I suppose it's okay. Anyway, going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.